I got to send this, and I'll probably put it in my one of my drives. Yes, Paul Budnick. uh, in over the last 2 weeks, how often have you been bothered by any of the following problems? Use an X to indicate your answer. Now, little interest or pleasure in doing things? Not at all. I have received some pleasure in making these videos and sending emails, and I at times laugh about it, but this is not a laughable matter. Oh, feeling down, depressed, or hopeless. I haven't been feeling that, not at all. Trouble falling or staying asleep or sleeping too much? Nope, not at all. Feeling tired or having little energy? Nope, not in the last 2 weeks. Poor appetite or overeating? No, I would eat if I had some food to eat it. Feeling bad about yourself or or that you are a failure or let yourself or your family down. No, I don't feel that way. I'm trying to enforce my rights as a father. I'm trying to enforce my informant rights, my whistleblower rights. I'm wanting to find out that if my family, that inclusive of Marilyn and her kids, no longer wanted to reside with a violent offender that uses images of those that are disliked so as to cause a violent response to it. Now, I don't feel like a failure after 1,700,000 emails and approximately 12,000 videos. Ooch. I'm just wondering when you're going to stop obstructing justice so I can have all of you removed from office and imprison you for refusal to enforce the requirements of the laws. Trouble concentrating on things such as reading the newspaper or watching television? I really don't. I was reading the newspaper when I was public defender's office. I didn't have much trouble concentrating on it. Now, moving or speaking so slowly that other people could have noticed. Or the opposite, being so fidgety or restless that you have been moving around a lot more than usual. With 10,000 videos, or close probably to 12,000 total videos if you took all the YouTube channels. For every time that you watch the video, how many of you think that I speak too slowly? Yes. Or I'm fidgety and restless? Well, you got 12,000 videos of me. I think a lot of them could have filled this out themselves, considering all the information that I've given law enforcement. Thoughts that you would be better off dead or of hurting yourself in some way? No. No. Now, there was several days. There was one day. Yeah. So, feeling nervous, anxious, or on edge. Quite often, I get upset when you don't enforce the law. Causes me to get a little anxious, like, are you going to enforce the fucking law? Now, that might put me on edge, and I might get a little intense in some of the videos. So I thought, you know what? A couple of the days in the last week, I didn't like having to go to a meeting. Not being able to stop or control worrying. No, I'm not really worried. Worrying too much about different things. No. Trouble relaxing. No. Being so restless, it's hard to sit still. No. Nope, nope. Becoming easily annoyed or irritable more than half the days. Let's say in the last 2 weeks, in the last 7 to 10 days worth of videos, you might have noticed that 3 or 4 of those days I was really very annoyed and irritable. Feeling afraid as if something awful might happen? No. If you checked off any problems, how difficult have these problems made it for you to do your work, take care of things at home, or get along with other people? Not difficult at all. I haven't had a difficult time with any of it. But it really does annoy and irritate me that you refuse to. Oh, yep, I can go through the videos and prove that myself.